Hey there, it's Shauna with Homegrown Self Reliance. So today for the Self Reliant Skill of the Week, we're going to be making a tincture. Not just any tincture though. We're going to be doing a black walnut and clove tincture. Right now that's kind of all the rage to do parasite cleanses, and this is wonderful to do that. So this is what black walnuts look like when they are green. This is when you like them. It might be actually a little bit too soon because they're not very soft right now. Ideally you want them still green but somewhat soft. So I might be jumping the gun just a little bit. I've never really done this before, so we're gonna see how it turns out. And I just got these off of my black walnut tree that I have on my property. So that's what we're doing today. Now keep in mind that black walnut really stains you. If you get it on your hands will probably be yellow for weeks. Also, very strong smell. I actually kind of like it, but the hubs doesn't like it at all. So this is not something he's going to be taking, but I'm going to take it. So another thing to note, black walnuts are good for oral health too. So I may actually be using this as like a dental rinse also. It kills bacteria, any microbes that might be in your mouth, and then the addition of the cloves will also it'll actually kind of numb your mouth a little bit, so if you have any kind of dental pain, the cloves will make a good addition. So the cloves in this will actually help paralyze the parasites and help your body flush them out. I just got a very cheap package of whole cloves here. This was like $1 at the grocery store. So here's what you need. You need black walnuts, cloves, and at least 80 proof alcohol. A lot of people use vodka for their tinctures. I've done that, but I really don't like vodka. I don't drink much at all, but if I do drink, I drink spiced rum. So that's what I'm going to be using. You need at least 80 proof. This one right here is 92 proof. This is my favorite. I just today realized I didn't have enough to do what I'm trying to do. So I had to buy another bottle. I got this stuff, it was pretty cheap. It was like $13 for this size. Not the cheapest, but definitely not as expensive as this stuff is. Probably not as good either. Okay, so you can actually put these in a tincture whole. I'm going to actually cut some of them up. But as you can see, I'm wearing gloves. I don't want to mess up my manicure. No, I really don't want my skin stained. So we're just going to use some plastic gloves. These aren't the best. Hopefully it'll protect my skin from getting stained. Black walnut stain is also actually used for wood. So you could technically take this stuff and use it to stain your wood floors. Now I wanted to mention something. You can watch this turn colors almost immediately. That's not the best one. Hold on here. So it starts off this yellow color and very, very quickly it turns brown. See how quick that did that? I literally just cut these and they're already brown. So we're just gonna drop some of these in the jar. Look how brown that is. Crazy how fast it turns. So I'm probably gonna leave some whole and some chopped up. I'm not totally sure if I've even got enough alcohol, but we're gonna see what we can get here. To make it the most potent, you should probably throw some in whole and then some chopped up to kind of fill in the spaces. And I'm probably not going to have enough to do two. Probably need to get some more, but for now this will do. I'll do more off camera. We're just kind of filling in the spaces here with the pieces. Like I said, you can just use them whole, but for most tinctures I like to actually cut up whatever I'm tincturing or whatever I'm using. So it actually increases the surface level of your herb. So it actually extracts more of the medicinal properties. But I've heard that this stuff is fine to just use whole. We're just going to do a little bit of both. Oh, and I forgot about my cutting board. I might be staining my cutting board. I was going to put parchment paper over it. Or wax paper, and I completely forgot. So wish me luck. Hopefully it won't stain it too bad. If you do this, you might want to protect your cutting board a little better. That was my plan. I just forgot. Guess I don't want to fill in the spots too much because I actually need to still put in my cloves. So let's do that now. They should fall in cracks. And I'm just going to use all of them. They were cheap, so I don't mind. And I made a mess with them. Give it a little shake. Try to get it settle there. There we go. And then kind of top it off with the pieces. If you don't want to use alcohol for one reason or another, you can actually use vinegar or vegetable glycerin. I know a lot of people have issues with alcohol, So that is a couple other options you can do as well. And see how yellow my gloves are. If I didn't have those gloves on, I'd be in trouble. And it still kind of stained them. Cheapo gloves. That's what I get for buying cheap ones. Alright. So then we just fill this up. You can add other stuff to this too, depending on what you're wanting it to do. I have some anise seed that I actually thought about putting in there, but I think I'll just do a separate tincture for anise seed. So you just put it in there, give it a shake. It'll fill in all the air pockets, and then you might have to top it off a little bit more, which looks like that's what we'll need to do. You don't want it all the way to the top. You need to have a little bit of room, because we're going to be shaking this frequently. Try to do it once a day, or as often as you can remember. So there's that. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it in my sunny mudroom. I want some of the gentle heat from the sun to help warm this up, help extract some of the goodness even faster. Typically with a tincture, you're looking at 4 to 6 weeks of macerating before it's ready to use. Then at the end of that 4 to 6 weeks, you strain out the walnuts and the cloves, and then you can take I would start with probably a half a dropper every day. Maybe work up to a full dropper, maybe half a dropper twice a day. That's probably going to be your average dose, but I would say for the first few days at least, start with half a dropper just to see how it affects you and make sure that there's no issues with it. So like I said, this will kill parasites and help your body flush them out better. It's also good for killing fungus. So if you have a fungal infection, that sort of thing, it will help take care of that. You can put it on, say, a ringworm or toenail fungus, but once this soaks for quite a while, it's going to be very dark. And if you put it on ringworm or toenail fungus, it could actually stain the skin. So just use it with caution if you try to do that. It may be better just to use it as an internal antifungal, and it should help clear up the toenail fungus or the ringworm on its own. Or you can dilute it quite a bit with water or something similar if you want to put some directly on some ringworm to get rid of it. I know that for toenail fungus, they usually put you on antifungals, oral antifungals, to get rid of the fungus and help your healthy nail grow out without the fungus anymore. So this would be a good thing to take. As with any kind of supplement, don't take it for a long period of time. I would say maybe take it for 2 weeks and then take quite a break, at least a week, probably 2 weeks, and then you can resume again. So as you can see, this was a really easy project. The hardest part is remembering to shake it and letting it sit for 4 to 6 weeks. So that's it for today. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to get more self-reliant tips each and every week. And I'll see you next time. Bye.